horror films, Japan, Duran. I know what you want. You're here for gear reviews. So let's review some gear. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bruise Reviews. I know I haven't reviewed any gear for a while, so let's get to it. Today we have the Korg Kaossilator. Now this is a nice little number that's basically, they call it a dynamic phrase synthesizer. Basically a touchpad synth. So you can make all kinds of sounds with it. I believe it was built in the late 2000s. I don't think they make them anymore. But this is the K01. I don't know if you can see that there. But yeah, Korg Kaossilator. It's got a knob here to control the voices. It's got a little segmented display there. Has, of course, the touchpad. A bunch of buttons you can use to change the values. It has 4 AA batteries, but you can also use a DC power supply. It has a left and right RCA audio, but it also has a headphone jack, so you can take it on the go. It also has another button down here. You can affect the, there's a gate function, and then of course a volume down here. And of course you've got the on and off switch. There's not a lot else I can show you without turning it on, so let's go ahead and hook it up and see what we can do with it. Alright, so we got a pretty simple setup here. We just got it plugged in to the RCA cables into my Behringer PA. Go ahead and flip this bad boy on. I'm going to run through some basic functions of the device and then go through some of the different voices you can use for it. Maybe try to make something cool. So pretty basic. We just have our touchpad here. Is your main input. I'm going to find just a nice clean voice we can use to kind of demonstrate the functionality, and then like I said, we'll go into the voices. So this is your display. It shows you which voice you're currently on. You use this knob to change the voice. Like I said, the touchpad, you have your left to right is your scale. So right now it's in a C major just for demonstration purposes, but we'll change it in a bit. And then your parameters here are, it varies by the voice, but for the most part it's like intensity. And you can of course go across both axes and make a mix of different sounds. So you can go up in intensity and in notes. You can hold it down and kind of move your finger across, or you can tap it. So like I said, you can change the scale. And then right here it displays we're on Ionian. We can go to Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian. There's a bunch of different scales. I'm not sure what all of them are. Gypsy scale, Arabian, Egyptian, Japan. Some cool scales. You can just do thirds. You can do fourths, fifths, octaves. We're gonna go with Dorian. I've always had an affinity for Dorian. And then if you hold the scale button and hit key, or hit this button. So the way these buttons work, I should explain this. You hit one button, it does one function. You hold it, it shows a little arrow. And then you press the other button. It shows you what you accomplished by doing that. So that's how you choose your key. You hold this button, then press this one. You can choose whatever key you want. We'll do D. All right, and then you have a loop function, which we'll get into in a little bit, but first I wanted to talk about the gates. So you push this button down here, you turn on a gate, and basically what that does is it plays at a certain rhythm, and you can change them. So the basic one is just eighth notes. So that by holding down on the touchpad, it plays the rhythm for you. You don't have to keep tapping it. And of course you hold it, and it shows here you have different gate types. So they're basically just different rhythms you can use. So pretty cool, but you don't have to use them, of course, if you just want to be able to freehand it. So then we'll go into the loop function. Pretty simple. You just hold until, okay, you hold the button, and then you play whatever you want for however many bars, which you can set by holding this and pressing this. That's the loop length. We're just going to do 4 bars, as displayed right there. And then we're going to hold this button, and it'll record. And so then that's just playing, as you can see. So red is record, green is play. We're going to do something on top of it. And of course, if you don't like it, you just press stop. Play stop, and then if you want to erase it and try something new, press this. Right. And it erases each of the bars. So now there's no loop. So hold to record, press to stop and play. Pretty simple. Now we'll just kind of go through some of the voices. We've got some wild ones here. They're doing some really weird sounds. It's like a vocoder. Just a ton of voices. You could just sit here all day looking through the voices. You have a piano. And it doesn't do chords, unfortunately. It just does single notes, so can't do like chords on a piano, but you can play some nice melodies, especially since it sets up the scale for you. Not sure what that one is. Oh, sitar. Basic strings. Yeah, I haven't really looked through all these in a while, but oh. And then some of these have like an initial punch when you hit the pad, and then it kind of fades as you go around. Eva. Anyway. Yeah, 55's guitar. Just, yeah, a ton of different voices. Some sound effects. There's a Pac-Man in here somewhere. Really dystopian, awful sounds here. But and then you put a gate on some of these, it's nuts. You got your 808 here. Okay, so now that we're in the drums, we're going to play around with the loop functionality a little bit. So yeah, we got our BPM at 120, loop length to 8 bars. So let's just see what we can kind of do with this little. And we can find some kind of chord progression to go over it. So, just basic loop. Nothing too fancy, but you can do a lot of playing around with this, seeing what you like. So there you go. There's 99 voices, different purposes, tons of different things you could make with this. You could, I believe some people have made full albums with this. You easily could. I mean, you can put on separate tracks. You can, whatever this monstrosity is, you can loop them. It's just pretty fun. So that's the Kaossilator. I think they were about $200 when they were new, but you can probably find one on Reverb for a little over $100. Very versatile piece of equipment for not a lot of money. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm Bruise.